It's a road game for the Kings, and they're facing an interconference matchup in today's game. We're in the Palace of Auburn Hills. The Pistons are playing before their hometown crowd here in the Detroit area. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court right now for the Kings, Rudy Gay is up there with DeMarcus Cousins. That's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Bellinelli in at the 2. Detroit had a hard time making shots consistently last season. Clark, not a good shooting team from the floor. And, of course, that's in this league, it's going to kill you.
Yeah, it really will. I mean, at one point last year, Kevin, 3 of their 5 starters were in the bottom 10 in terms of players' field goal percentage.
Wow.
Hard to win any game that way.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Rondo against Jackson. Rondo passes to Cauley Stein. And there's the feed to Bellinelli. 5 to shoot. It's deflected. Using his post move to get the 2 points.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Here's Harris. It's blocked. Woo! And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Marco Bellinelli.
Oh, bull.
That is his first foul of the game.
Okay.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Drummond with a screen on Rondo. Jackson. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Bellinelli. The steal. Now Detroit moving it up. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Caldwell Pope.
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
Now here's Rondo. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And that one's good. Drummond.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Count that one.
Well, we know prior to last season, the Pistons handed the car keys over to Stan Van Gundy. He had some early hiccups, but overall, I think they're headed in the right direction. He's a proven winning coach in the NBA.
Now here's Jackson. Clock at 4. Here's Harris. And the shot no good, a bit short.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And then Cousins with the dunk.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
This touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And stolen by Drummond. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Drummond sets the screen for Jackson. They get it again. Caldwell Pope kicks to Drummond. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And great effort on the boards, and what a move.
Yeah.
That was, I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pumpkin.
Here's Jackson. It's deflected. And now Sacramento on the break. Gay with the ball. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Harris a screen on Rondo. In the corner, Drummond with it. The Pistons working the ball around now. Harris misses.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Here's Cauley Stein. At the end of one, a close.
Ball sticking.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp, not much stagnation at all on offense.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. Rajon Rondo is out there with Bellinelli. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Cauley Stein in at the center. Jackson dishes to Drummond. Caldwell Pope passes to Drummond.
Oh, bullshit.
Boom, he checks it straight down.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure, you're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
Well, last season, Greg, another year without playoff basketball in Sacramento. A shame to see some of the best fans in the NBA not be a part of the postseason.
And it's a great point, Kevin. Now, 9 straight years where the Kings have failed to make the postseason. 29-win seasons aren't going to get you very far when you're battling in the West.
And stolen by Gay. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just bad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends. And, you know, you mentioned the 9 straight years without a playoff appearance for the Kings. Their last trip was in 2006. And since then, they've been rebuilding. That's the second longest playoff drought in the NBA.
And stolen by Drummond. And the bucket counts. He's
No,
on his way to the free throw
why are they
line, trying to
giving
make
me
it a
and one
three-point
go
play.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Well, if the Kings do make it back to the playoffs, you know they'll be dangerous. Their fans have been through so much the last few seasons. They really deserve to see a team in postseason contention.
Jackson kicks to Drummond. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
And there's the pass to Cousins. Bellinelli dishes to Rondo. Just 5 on the clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Outside Jackson. Morris into the lane.
Woo!
And it's blocked.
Boogie.
Here's Cousins. And they're going to
go.
grab the bucket and send him
Boogie
to the line.
nice.
It could be a three-point play. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Sacramento.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo.
And you know what, just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 7. And he gets the bucket.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Pistons. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter.
And former coach of the year, George Karl, making his way back into the league last season. Kings picked him up halfway through the year to kind of stabilize their coaching situation.
Over to the left wing. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. For Sacramento, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Gay outside. Bellinelli passes to Cousins. Cauley-Stein kicks to Cousins. The drive by Rondo. Lets the three fly. That's good from Gay on the assist by Rondo. And that's now 9 points for Rudy Gay.
Ooh,
Here's Harris. No good with the layup. Kings leading now by 5. Rondo shot is off.
It off the rim.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Rondo against Jackson. Passes to Johnson. 4 on the clock. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Here is Rondo. He feeds it to Cousins. There's the dish to Cauley-Stein. And stolen by Harris. Here's Caldwell Pope. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Now just a 1-point Kings lead. Pass to Bellinelli. Down low. Cauley-Stein dishes to Rondo. That's a 2 from Bellinelli. Morris with the rebound. Harris passes to Jackson. Gets it off.
Oh my God. I knew they were going to give you a lead in this game. I swear to God I did.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. The Pistons on top. They lead by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Shooting better than you, doing everything better than you, and you're leading by 1 point. All because of dumbass turnovers.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Rudy Gay having a dominant impact in this game.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half, defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop him.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Rudy Gay having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, you just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Tobias Harris is out there with Johnson. And it's Morris in at the 3. That's the group for Detroit right now. The Pistons have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Fans had a hard time finding their way to the stadium last season for the Pistons at the bottom in several home attendance categories last year.
Yeah, that's right in Auburn Hills.
I know.
I mean, they used to go a lot when they were winning championships. But to be fair to those fans, it was hard at times to watch the Pistons play. I mean, they could get cold and really struggle on their home floor.
Now Detroit moving it up. They get the rebound. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. And Bellinelli kicks to Gay. Cousins dishes to Bellinelli. Six to shoot. Back to Cousins.
That's not. Oh my God.
And stolen by Harris. It's tipped. He dishes
when I
it
get
to
the steal,
Jackson.
still don't give it to me. This game is the worst.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And Caldwell Pope now atop the key. Misses off the right iron.
And for the Pistons, a lot of their woes here at home were due to defense. I mean, their 18-23 home record comes from allowing too many good looks for their opponents.
Oh, I hate this game. Why did they put that goddamn self-alley in the game?
Wide open look. And Stanley Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Kufis checked in for the Kings. Rondo passes to Kufis. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam. Guys, we're not through 3/4 of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, it's been a really good game for sure. I mean, it looks like it's going to stay tight throughout.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end. And the Pistons, how about starting out 2-13 at home? I mean, they did turn it around afterwards, going 16-10 to finish out the season. At least they seem to be headed in the right direction.
Oh, wow. Past 2 of us, huh? All right.
Shot's good. And the Pistons lead by 1.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Darren Collison, he's checked in for Bellinelli. It's Jackson with the drive. 1:46 left here in the third quarter. Inside, Harris dishes to Caldwell Pope. Here's Jackson, and too long on the shot.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Now here's Gay. 9 points in the game so far. Collison kicks to Cousins. Drills the baseline jumper. Cousins has got 10 points. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Sure has been. I mean, guys, momentum is hard to come by in this one. I mean, it seems like one team gets the lead, and then the other one storms right back.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far. And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Caldwell Pope. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. 9 points in the game so far.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Come on. Oh, my
No
God.
good
And
from
then
Cousins. The Pistons leading. Here's Caldwell Pope. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Caldwell Pope's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
A 3 from Gay. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Here's Cousins. No good on the buzzer beater.
Not at all.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. So it's Sacramento. It's a 3-point game. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the 4th. McLemore and Gay on the perimeter. Caspi is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Collison at the guard position. Now here's Gay. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Cousins. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Harris.
And the Kings last season struggled with just about everybody. And the Eastern Conference was no different. Just couldn't get the wins they needed to keep pace in their conference.
Clark, the Kings last season only 11 wins in 30 games against the Eastern Conference. Only had more out of the conference wins than the Wolves last season. That was not a good number.
Yeah, and the Kings didn't have a winning record against any Eastern division either. So you
Nobody,
can't
these
make
people
up ground
surrounding
in the
them
West if you
couldn't
can't
get
beat the teams in the East.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very...
I'm not gonna play that bullshit.
Can I get the side? Can I get the side?